If Mean Girls was a person and that person suffered blunt trauma to the head, you would have Bratz. We saw Bratz, so you know what that means.
How did Schwarzenegger grow a baby in his belly? Rock a rhinestone vest while ripping Justin to Kelly. Or maybe see a burlesque show with Nick Crow and take a boat with speed to hitting cruise control. J-Man, Big Paul in the beautiful June. Gonna take you from the goob all the way to the room. Ran the games of Street Fighter, helped to blow off steam. Just a sucker punch the odd life of Timothy Green. Sharknado, the birdemic, how we staying alive. They call it in the badass and he's on the line. Cranking 88 minutes cause they cool as ice. Cause a bad Jim Varney looking kinda nice. Paul and June getting literal, Jason is getting laid. June is making sure all the monkey shots getting paid. They judge a bunch of movies while they making the grade. Here's a real question for you, how did this get made? That's a good look, Haru.
What's that smell?
Oh my goodness, I am so excited to talk about this movie. I'm Paul Scheer, and welcome to How Did This Get Made's Matinee Monday, where we are talking about a teen film that wants to be Mean Girls so bad, but is just based on a line of like weird-looking Barbies called Bratz. Kate Berlant joins us in studio to talk about this really interesting movie about social cliques, and it's a fashion doll that was translated into a movie. It's a commercial and financial failure, okay? They were going to make a bunch of these. They never did, and you'll see why when you watch it. But if you don't want to watch it, and you want to just be in the allure of the Barbie Nation that we're experiencing right now, because we are in Barbie Nation right now, this is why we're putting it out right now. We're trying to show you how Bratz died so Barbie could live. I don't know. And I will say that the writers of this are really odd because they wrote on The Man Show and The Ollie G Show. John Voight is in this movie, and he wears a prosthetic nose and ears, but it's never really talked about. But I wanted to get into something because we always offer everybody here to voice their opinion, and we always hear Amazon Second Opinions. In this episode, we got into an Amazon Second Opinion that was so bizarre. Take a listen. Finally, we end with Cool Cat, who says, I thought it was pretty good compared to those other stupid movies that came out this year, like Knocked Up.
What?
Yeah. If you love the Bratz, I would say get this. It is not overrated. They didn't show any cleavage. Sorry. They didn't show any cleavage.
Cleavage?
Sorry. I was starting to laugh at the fact that this guy, this pervo, said I just started to laugh at it. Sorry. It isn't overrated.
Are you laughing to cover the fact that you wrote this?
Whatever. I have opinions about this movie.
Are you Roy?
It isn't overrated. They didn't show any cleavage, and it was enjoyable for all audiences. I can't think of a movie that is better than it.
Wow.
And it's definitely better than SpongeBob, and I wasted my money on that. 5 stars.
Jesus.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, more cleavage for sure in this movie, Roy, a.k.a. Paul Scheer.
I also felt like the girls got a bum rap for breaking that bust. I feel like whoever put that principal's bust on that, they didn't solder it down or anything. It was very bad.
Did you guys notice that during the food fight, there were, at a certain point, just cream pies on the ground that people started picking up and throwing at each other? No. There just were cream pies.
Damn, I
They
missed
bend
that.
down and pick up cream pies and start mushing them into each other's faces during the food fight. I was like, why are those just there on the ground, like in tins?
Yeah. Movie magic.
I always felt in middle school and high school a little scared a food fight was going to break out. Like
Really?
There's so many food fights in like teen movies and kids movies. I always felt like I was living under the fear that at any moment someone was going to throw,
Our parents lived under the fear that there was going to be like an atom bomb.
Atomic bomb.
And we had food fight.
Yeah.
We would do a terrible thing in my cafeteria where you would say someone was sitting down, and it could be anybody. It wouldn't just be a nerd thing. It would be, and if you pulled the seat out from underneath them and they fell on the ground, the entire cafeteria would start chanting, "Dick, Dick, Dick, Dick," and it would be like 100 or something people just
Even you?
Of course, me. Yeah. I mean, and by the way,
I'm disappointed.
the worst moment that happened here was there was a football player who was on crutches one time, and he was pushed backwards, and his crutch broke the window, and he fell out the window into a courtyard. It was the same level courtyard. Fell out the window, and the whole cafeteria was like, Dick, 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 as this man has fallen
The
through.
cruelty of children.
Yeah.
That's terrifying.
And I thought,
horrible.
and it was so fun to everyone be
To be
chanting
part of the gang.
because you could yell Dick,
Yeah.
and you weren't getting. It was in a Catholic school, you couldn't get in trouble, and everyone's screaming Dick, and the brothers couldn't control it. But now thinking about
Did it
that
ever
young
happen
man,
to you?
never happened to me. Thank God. Thank God.
It still might.
It may.
And here at the Earwolf cafeteria.
God, no. Yeah. We had to do some pretty fucked up stuff in my school. We dumped a kid in a garbage can head first.
All right, babe.
We used to, for our marching band initiation, we would pick up the freshmen. This is the nerds against nerds. And there was like a big, huge industrial sink in the band room. And you would spend, first we would fill up the sink like halfway, and then you would get dunked in the sink, basically. That was your initiation.
It was fun.
Classic.
It was very fun.
Yeah, that seems.
It was very
more
innocuous.
light-spirited.
Oh, it was very
Yeah.
innocuous. So basically you like were wet for the next
Yeah,
period.
that's okay.
Ooh.
Paul.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you know what, man? I know you got Bratz on the brain with their busty
Ooh,
cleavage.
Yeah. There's some good cleavage there. All right. Wow. And look, I'm going to tell you, I share these stories of trauma and how we tortured other kids in our school, not because it was funny, but because I want you to learn. Anyway, people, tune in next week for How Did This Get Made? It's Matinee Monday. We are here every Monday to give you a little taste, a sneak peek of what we have in store for you behind the paywall, which is no longer. That's right. We don't have a paywall anymore, but we also don't have all the episodes up. We'll get into that a little bit more later. We're trying to figure out a plan, but that's all for now. We'll talk to you soon. Like, subscribe, do all the things. Listen, follow, and love us. I'm Paul Scheer. This is How Did This Get Made? Monday Matinee. Bye for now.